And the thing, and yes! Okay, Dominion, let's go!
Dominion.
Hey, it even started. Okay, you're going first.
Oh, it's already there for you. It's not there for me.
I was just playing Dominion a little bit earlier. So I'm going to talk about the board, so bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, next page we've got spoils. The spoils are for pillage. 4-3 with shelters. Let's take a look at the board. Attacks, pillage, rabble. Okay. There's no direct defense against that, but we do have chapel for trashing. Okay, fine. Rabble will discard great halls. Toads. Okay, then, well, we've got a village here with village. We've got draw with envoy, armory for gaining, rabble for draw 2, and scout great hall, which is super powerful. But there's no plus buy. There's only gainers. I think that big money's going to lose, though, because though you can't play a pillage every turn, because you can't armory pillages, you can gain stuff really fast. And constant rabble attacks will cripple the big money player. I think that's important. So we're going to go for this. And we're going to open Armory Chapel. You got to build the draw engine. No, you kind of have to. Peddler's not really going to be a big deal. And your payload does have to be treasures. But it can be relatively few treasures. And you can continue to build by armorying villages and perhaps envoys. And maybe even a scout or a great hauler at some point. But you can just have like 3 golds in your deck, or 2 golds and a silver, or 4 silvers that you got from Armory, and you can be just fine there. Yep. Cool.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've never been conversing with my opponent during a tournament match, so
Yeah, it's
apologies.
actually kind of stressful. No, it's.
If I'm awkward, I'm sorry. And that's to you and the viewers.
Oh. See if I shouldn't talk actually about my strategy too much, but
Envoy and village. Okay, so you're just going for the same thing as me without the trashing, as it seems. So given that I'm likely to collide next turn, is there anything I can do to mitigate that? Probably not. Well, I think we need to top deck the village, and we have turn 5 chapel syndrome.
Mr. Pop, I'm very uncertain about my decision to skip it, but
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
I like Envoy a lot better when you have a thinner deck, particularly in the start of the game, and Chapel's very good for that. Am I desperate enough to pick up a second Chapel? I honestly think it's better than nothing. I could get a state trashing Hovel. This is a terrible draw, though. Let's get the second Chapel.
state trashing Pavel makes Scout better.
It does. There's just one small issue. Yeah, definitely this. I need to get more stuff.
Stuff is good.
Stuff is so good. So there's enough villages in my life. I wonder if I should get rid of this Necro. Is village split going to be super, super, super important? Oh, it could be. Maybe that Necro is going to be useful. I could chapel the Ogie, drawing whatever I armory. I could do Necro, armory, gain a thing, chapel hand, draw thing, play thing. Depending on what thing is, that could be pretty nice. What's thing? Well, I want to draw some cards, but dead drawing envoy here seems pretty terrible. I could just armory, and then do I have any villages left in my shuffle? It seems to be better to armory top deck a village for next turn and chapel everything, but I can't do that because then I'm forced to draw the thing. Do I want the necro? I need to decide that right now. Let's keep the necro for this very moment. Coco? Hello? This is awkward. It says trash up to 3 cards from your... Oh, okay, thank you. That was really weird.
Indeed.
Well, that's not what I wanted. Well, things are not going well.
Yeah, that was what I want here. Well, armory. I want your village split, but okay.
Do I get another village? Great Hall trashing a hovel? I really don't like my position right now. I need to start getting some draw up. I want to play more armories. Well, that seems pretty good. Although I'm an idiot and I didn't play my necro to trash this copper. Oh, I thought I had another action.
Crap, that was really dumb of me. Let's go with that. Then, what do I do here?
I bet you I missed an opportunity to get a free peddler at some point, didn't I? I'm so bad about
I mean,
that.
oh yeah. I was gonna say you don't have any extra buys, but it was probably sometime then.
Yeah, I've bought nothing on like 4 turns so far.
Yeah.
Clearly the dominant strategy is mass village into peddler.
Oh, of course. What should I do right here? I'm gonna do that. just for shits.
Play a village, draw a village. Play a village, draw a village. Now, we all have seen the power of the village deck, and we've all seen how bad the chapel deck can be. I'm really trying to play a hybrid here.
Like combo.
I really feel like I have the optimal distribution of villages and chapels in my hand.
For some reason I thought I had a pillage in my deck, but I don't.
You played it.
I played my pillage already, yeah.
I remember it well. Thank you for playing that pillage. It was so good. You burn the spoils just to get him out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was probably the wrong move. I just play spoils reflexively sometimes, and it's usually a bad decision. Oof. Well, you're drawing your deck this turn. One thing I can do to I shouldn't have even got that. Right.
Well...
If it did matter, you wouldn't have told me.
Does it matter what I armory this turn? I mean, I've got, what, two armories in my deck now? I could grab a third. I could... How many terminals do I really want to be playing? What's best for my deck right now? I want to gain stuff. And I can, like, armory envoys and things. I feel like a third armory is pretty okay at this point. And I do want that armory in my discard. So we will play this envoy. Chapel these things. Now, I could keep the Necro. And I could keep the Copper. I'm getting a Peddler this turn. How many armories am I likely to use for silver next turn? And does it really matter? I'll keep the Copper. And I'll keep the Necro, I guess. I'm really not sure if either of those is the right call.
It was my amazing turn.
Nice turn. This is what happens when you skip Chapel. Sometimes you get turns like that. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll get rid of those.
And you got rid of a village. Fine. That was not smart. I probably could have gotten more value out of that envoy. Whatevs. Now we're going to gain and play a bunch of things. So, what are the things? I want another envoy, but I don't need it right now. I think I want some silvers because I need, like, money. So, let's get silver.
Silver's a good card.
What am I going to buy this turn? I need to think about that before playing any more action cards. What am I going to buy? What am I going to do this turn? I can gain 3 things, and I can buy a thing. If I gain some silvers, I want to gain an envoy. I want to buy gold, I guess. I could get 2 silvers and an envoy, and then I can afford a gold. That's not terrible, right? Yeah. And then next turn, I can chapel the copper and buy a province every day, forever and ever. Amen. Sure, let's do that. So this, and then that, and then this, and then that, and then some stuff. And then we'll draw it, because why not? Because I need the dollar from this peddler. And then we'll do what I said I was going to do.
Nope.
Okay, now I've got a decent shot at winning this. I needed you to stall for one more turn.
Yep. And I...
Okay, so I've got 3 cards in my discard, 4 cards. So I can armory draw something. What do I actually want to draw? I'm pretty sure all my armories this turn are going to be used for Great Halls. So it doesn't matter about drawing them or things, I guess. Great Halls are good to have in a deck with Envoy because they're cantrips. It makes it harder for him to deny key things. But I don't want the Great Halls in hand, so there's no point in like top decking them and leaving them there. I should also consider chapeling armories, but I think that's for next turn. Let's play village. Go.
Goku doesn't want you to play village.
Well, I can understand. I mean, and it's a pretty strong play, and it kind of. So now I can armory draw a thing. I want the Necro still. I'm gonna Chapel Copper. I guess let's not get too fancy here. Okay, I'm going to play the village so I can have the peddler in hand. I need that in hand. Now I have 5 actions. I can play all my things. Play chapel last. So I can armory 3 things. Great Halls. Envoy to draw / get them off my draw pile. Peddler afterward to draw everything so that I have all these Great Halls, which could be other things, but there's no plus buy, and then Chapel to Copper, and then buy Province. So let's do the thing. Tough choice, I know.
I know. I'll stay up all night wondering about that one.
And Le Province.
There you go.
So I have a 1-point lead. If you stall again, well, that's not going to happen.
There's a pretty good chance of that happening.
Okay, who went first, by the way? That would be you.
That was me. Yeah. I don't think this is going to matter. I can. Yep.
I feel better now.
Did you draw that village with the peddler?
That's none of your business.
Probably shouldn't ask.
You can ask all you want. I'm just not going to tell you. What's in my discard? Did you discard an Envoy? Is that a thing that happened? Adam plays Envoy. Discards Village, discards Village. Okay, so there is an Envoy in the draw pile, so I'd like to draw that, please, and thank you. Now, how many things do I want to armory? Because these armories are kind of annoying, actually. Once I get these last 2 Great Halls, I don't want them anymore. I'm going to chapel them. And probably the Necro, since I won't need that much space for terminals. I think I'm going to armory 2 Great Halls and another Envoy. Keep the Necro around for 1 more turn. It's a little risky next turn. I have slightly worse odds of drawing my deck than the status quo. The status is not quo. Neil Patrick Harris, amazing as always. Okay, well, let's do that. And that. And this. And I said I wanted to armory an Envoy, right? I could guarantee I start next hand with an Envoy. That's pretty gnar. I don't feel the need to draw everything in the world. Yeah. But what did I just top deck that Great Hall. I don't want that on the deck. I want Envoy on the deck. And then I want to end actions and buy Province. Okay, so I have a 2-point lead.
Yep. And here we go.
Ooh, hey!
That's unless your deck.
New plan.
Unless a miracle happens. New plan, end of the game, yeah.
Yeah, new plan, 3 Envoys. I like this new
Yeah.
plan. Maybe you'll deny armory now, huh?
I don't know if it'll make a difference. See if that makes a difference.
I love seeing an envoy draw with a bunch of great hauls in it. Makes me happy. I'll play you now. Am I there? Yes, I am there. I've got 2 armories in hand and $5. So we're good to go. Let's just play action cards without thinking at this point.
Play out your whole hand like a dick.
You know, hey, I thought I could get a province. I thought I could get my other armory and get the province too, in case I miscounted.
Oh yeah.
Which it's good practice.
No, it's good. It's good. I just like making fun of you.
Actually, I mean, if I had played these cards while thinking, I could have guaranteed that draw, but I'm not very smart. Go! I want to play armory, please and thank you. And actions. Play treasures. Lovely.
Alright.
Oh, you kept an estate.
No, I bought an estate on that last turn when I had nothing.
Oh, right. I knew that. Fabulous.
But I don't think that's a surprising outcome, considering I skipped chapel. But someone's saying good game to me in the chat. I can respond to him.
I'm saying it ironically, since I know I can just speak to you with my voice.
Right.
Sometimes I do that. Let's see how many people are watching. 11 registered and yeah. Skipping chapel is a thing you can do. I mean, without any plus buy, it's questionable whether you want it, but you know, I don't.
It was a thought. It was the wrong thought.
I don't prefer to play that way. I really don't like leaving draws up to chance. I love to play conservatively, where I have tight control over my deck, and yes, so I can make my own shuffle luck. Thank you for saying. Okay, so that's one game where you were first.